Hi Collective, it is Ina. I am back with another reading for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope things are going good for you. All right, so just so you guys know, hype the video. That's like a new thing they've been doing now for over a month now, or maybe even a couple of months. But hype the video. If you really like it, hype it. If the messages really resonated with you, if you got a kick out of the reading, if I managed to make you smile, hype the video. Also, remember to like the video, share, subscribe, okay? Don't be afraid. If you like my vibe, go ahead and subscribe, girl, boy. Go ahead, hit that button. But to my day ones, you know it's only love that I have for you, and I appreciate you guys' support because I feel like I have one of the most supportive communities, like tarot communities. You guys, you tell me what's going on, and I appreciate that. And I like when you guys leave comments telling me brief stories about your situation or how the reading relates to like your story or what's going on in your life. I do like that. Also, I am still offering same-day readings. I decided to open it up a little bit more, and instead of just doing like one questions for the same day, I decided to do like full readings for the same day. So you'll know when I'm doing same-day readings because I'll make a post, and I'll probably make a post later on today doing same-day readings. Okay, so just keep your eyes peeled throughout the week because when I'm doing that, I will post it. Okay. Also, I think that was pretty much everything that I had to say. I'm still working on videos for your members only. I want you guys to keep that in mind because you're going to start seeing videos coming out. It's going to be for members only. All right. And anyway, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So the theme for today's reading is, what are you attracting next in love? Okay. What are you attracting next in love? So at the bottom of your tarot deck, okay, we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. All right. So I feel like for what it is that you guys are attracting next in love, like we have the Four of Cups, and then underneath the Four of Cups is the Four of Cups again. It's the Four of Cups again with the Strength card. So I feel like what you're attracting next in love is you coming out of a ceiling. So some of you guys could have hit like you could have felt like you've peaked, or maybe you thought your opportunity to find love had passed you, or maybe you felt like, or maybe you weren't sure if you would even get real love. You know, with this Four of Cups here, you could have felt like you missed your opportunity, or you missed your time or something like that, or maybe you missed the right one. Maybe you let the right one go along the way at some point and you feel like that's it for you or something like that. I feel like what you are attracting next in love is clearing this energy. I feel like for a lot of you guys that this message may resonate with, you could have been healing from a toxic connection yourself, or just like toxic people in general. You know what I mean? You could have had attention to attract wounded birds. You know what I'm saying? So you could be healing from this. That's what I feel like with the Six of Swords being here, and you have the Two of Swords underneath that with the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like some of you guys could have been in this energy. You could be bored with your love life too. I feel like what you're attracting next in love is all of this negative stuff is leaving. Like whatever this negative stuff is that you have around your love life. Some of you guys could be bored with your options, or you're just bored. With the Four of Cups here, you also could have been like turning a lot of people down. You know, some of you guys could have still been kind of sad about your past, or someone who did you wrong, someone who did you dirty, they broke your heart, you know. You still could have been somehow like ruminating on that in the back of your mind. I feel like what you are attracting next in love is someone who's going to help you clear this energy. But I feel like you have and are doing, you have healed a lot. I feel like whoever I'm talking to or whoever this is resonating for, but you still could have been in a place where your love life just wasn't going where you wanted it to. You could have been, like I said before, bored. But I feel like what you can expect next in love is someone to travel with. I feel like someone's coming into your life who's going to travel. They're going to bring some movement into your life. Also feel like because of the energy that you're in, what you're attracting next in love, this next person could be a bit unsuspecting. You know what I mean? Or you could be in the energy where you're just like, okay, whatever, you know? But I want to say with the Four of Cups and the Six of Swords here, and especially with the Four of Cups being here twice at the bottom of the deck, is to be mindful not to swat away the right person. You could be so used to gnats being in your way and you always having a fan like this so you can eat your food. And one day you're going to be fanning like this and it's not a gnat. It may be a person offering you a napkin, you know, so you can swat the gnats with the napkin, but it's not a gnat. You know, this is actually someone who's going to help usher in a season of, I feel like, further healing for you, but in a good way. In a good way, like an injection of fun into your life, because some of you look like you could be bored. Or finally a viable option, you know, somebody where it may work for you. So when I got that message, I also pulled one oracle card to see like what is the overarching theme for what it is that you're attracting in love. And so I got the Soulmate, the number 49. All right, so what you are attracting next in love collective is something different, unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Some of you guys, because this is my like voluptuous card, some of you guys could be voluptuous. And even if you're a man who could be more of a stocky build, like you're not a little guy. You know, doesn't matter your height, you're not a little guy, you know. But yeah, that may be significant. Just some confirmation for you, but that's usually what I get off of this card, okay? But with this soulmate, I feel like what you are attracting next in love is a soulmate, someone that you've known before in another lifetime, okay? Doesn't have to be that you guys live life together in a romantic capacity, but I feel like whatever the capacity is, it is one where the two of you supported one another and possibly helped to heal each other, because I feel like what's coming next for you in love, and it doesn't even have to be a specific person. It could be multiple people. It could be multiple options. Just depends on who you are and where you're at in your life and what it is that you are desiring. You know what I mean? But whatever the case may be, what you are attracting next in love is definitely something that's going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting, okay? I feel like this is definitely someone who will have your attention, okay? You won't be bored with them, I feel like, all right? Your first card out is the Chariot. Ooh, oh my. With the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I feel like what you guys are attracting next in love is a soulmate connection. Basically, like I've been saying. You're attracting like a true soulmate. This could be something that ends up moving pretty fast, but it really is going to be like a balanced connection here, or you know, the connection doesn't even have to be committed. This could just be the beginning stages of the two of you talking, you know, just put it where it applies. But whatever it is you have going on, what's coming next for you in love, however you guys connect, whether it's friendly, getting to know one another, whether it leads to a relationship or not, this is something that's going to move quickly. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, maybe both of you, because I was about to say both of you have been through something. So maybe both of you have had your struggles and your battles in love, okay? So the two of you could be coming together, healing one another. And I do feel like for most of you guys, when you meet this person, you may be in a place in your life where maybe you don't have anyone specific that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? You could be open when you meet this person. Also, this new love that you are attracting, I feel like it's going to allow you to still maintain your independence for whoever that's important to. I do see you like you're not going to center your life around this person. I feel like this person isn't going to necessarily center their life around you. I feel like the two of you will still have your own lives, still have the things that you do. You'll still have your own interests. You know what I'm saying? You know, you'll still have your things you do and the things that you're into. Like, just because you're talking to this person doesn't mean that you guys are going to be together 24/7. That's what I'm getting. It's going to be freedom within the connection. Okay. So we have, oh, wow. And then the Knight of Swords wanted to jump out in reverse. But anyway, we have the Judgment and the Knight of Swords. So for some of you guys, okay, so what you're attracting next in love with the Ten of Swords, like I said, some of you guys may have had toxic connections in the past. Whoever this is, things are going to be on like the fast track for you guys. If everything works out, I feel like this is an opportunity for you with the Judgment card here. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to use the knowledge that you've gained along your journey. Maybe when it comes to like speaking or saying what's on your mind, or maybe not speaking or not saying what's on your mind. I feel like there could be a situation here with impulse, okay? Because things are moving quickly. And maybe in the past, you could have moved quickly in a toxic connection. This may feel like a red flag for you or something like that. You could be a bit resistant to the change with the Knight of Swords being here, because there is like change is coming. It's you meeting this person. But I do see like an energy of, it's chasing energy here. I don't know what that's about. But it could really be someone realizing or feeling like a person is for them and really going hard. I feel like that's what you're attracting next in love, is someone who's really going to go hard for you. I'm seeing chasing, but I'm not getting like chasing, like a runner chaser dynamic. I feel like what's next for you in love is someone who's serious about you, someone who's going to keep up with you. They're not going to let you forget about them. You know what I mean? Type of a vibe. They're going to let you know that they're here. It could be something significant about transportation. Okay, and travel or movement. Like I said, you could be traveling with this person. That's what you're attracting next in love, is a soulmate where the two of you will travel. But I feel like something here may feel unsafe for you because it may be reminiscent of your past with this Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But I feel like you're gonna, feel your way through the situation. Okay, you could be maybe focused on like not moving too fast, or you may be resistant to this change in your love life. That's what I'm getting. You may be resistant, a little bit resistant to it, and maybe reminiscent of a past relationship that was a huge red flag. But I feel like this is not that. All right, what is the collective attracting next in love, Holy Spirit? What are they attracting next in love? Tell us more. So we have the Nine of Wands and the Two of Wands. That's coming out. You have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. I feel like whoever this person is, we have the Six of Cups here, and we already have the Soulmate card. I mean, for some of you, this could literally be a past person. Doesn't have to be, but it could be a past person where you're making up with them, or you guys are having some sort of reunion. But like I said before, it's soulmate energy. This is someone where when you meet them, you're going to feel like familiar with them. Okay, you're going to be comfortable with them fast. All right, or you'll be more comfortable more quickly than you normally are when you're getting to know someone. That's what's coming next in love. All right, with the Six of Cups being here. But we also have the Hermit and the King of Wands. I feel like whoever it is that, for what you're attracting next in love, I feel like both of you guys could be like introverts. That's what I feel like. Both of you guys could maybe keep to yourself. Or you could be like an ambivert, okay? With the King of Wands and the Hermit here, you could be an ambivert. You could be a person who prefers to be alone, but you do good in social dynamics as well. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like you guys could be mirroring one another. I have like three cards out here. That's, their number is 9. You know what I mean? So I feel like you guys could be loners. Both of you could be, or maybe it's either or, okay? But I feel like somebody here is an ambivert. You are introverted and extroverted, okay? But for sure, either one of you or both of you are loner types. You prefer to do things alone. What you're attracting next in love is someone who's not afraid to do things by themselves. Like, they'll go to the movies by themselves, or this could be you, you know, or they'll do whatever by themselves. You know, they'll go to a car racing event by themselves. They'll go to, I don't know, you guys, a dog race by themselves. That's what I'm getting. Okay, someone here could be into motorcycles too. Tell us more about what the collective is attracting in love. Also feel like what you're attracting next in love is someone who is a planner. Okay, this is someone who you're attracting. What you're attracting next in love is, like I said, for some of you, this is a specific person. But for others of you, this could possibly be, I know the Seven of Cups is in here, but for some, what I'm getting intuitively is that for some of you, this could be like different people that you may end up encountering, that they're just going to help you change your perspective of love, or make you feel better about being single, or make you feel like your love life is popping again, you know, especially with this chase energy here. I don't necessarily feel like it's a person chasing after you like that, but it is like a person who is showing that they want you, you know, and this could help you to maybe, you know, I don't know, it could lift that energy of boredom, or lift that energy of, I can't focus on love because you're focused on whatever. I don't know, but this is definitely going to get your attention. But I feel like what you're attracting next in love is someone who's definitely learned from negative past experiences that they've had. So this is someone who's planning. They're making plans, okay? This would be a person where if they've been spending a lot of time alone, or if you've been spending a lot of time alone, when the two of you come together, you will no longer be spending time alone. You know what I'm saying? This would be someone who's saying, like, what are you doing? And if you say, oh, I'm sitting here, you know, eating some ice cream and watching a movie, this person's gonna be like, okay, I'm on my way. And I'm bringing like snacks, you know, or something like this, or I'm gonna get us some carry out. You wanna do such and such dinner or something like that. Like, this is that person. They're gonna crash your loner party, or you are going to be crashing theirs, you know. It's that type of vibe. It's almost kind of giving the vibe of what you're attracting next in love. It's someone where both of you keep your independence, but I do feel like two people who are active together. Like, you guys do things together, you know. You go places, you do things, you travel, but then it's giving the vibe of also spending intimate time together, like indoors, being at home watching a movie, or, you know, the two of you are together, but maybe one of you is studying and the other one is preparing for work the next day. But the two of you are together, you know, in the same space, you know. It's that type of a vibe. But you guys are still maintaining your independence. I feel like that's a huge thing here. That could be that's very important for someone. So I do feel like that. Like, in this, what you're attracting next in love is someone who's going to respect whatever hobbies you have, or your career, or whatever focus that you have in your life that's very important to you. This will be someone who will respect that, you know. They'll respect that. Okay, let me get the other deck. This one is too quiet. All right, Holy Spirit, tell us more here about what the collective is attracting next in love. I feel like this connection will be a successful one, okay? Even if you guys don't end up in a connection, I do feel like there's success here some sort of way, because the Chariot is at the center of your reading. So this could be like, this could end up being a friend of yours, a long-term friend, even though you guys may not end up together. You guys may really genuinely end up being friends. It's something here where if you guys don't end up in a relationship together, there's still going to be some sort of connection that forms between the two of you that you'll both want to maintain. We have the Page of Cups, Ace of Wands. Oh, so what you can expect next in love is like a lot of like You know how it is when you first meet someone and both of you really like one another. I feel like it's like puppy love type vibes, or like when two people newly like one another. You know, they're always like holding hands or something like this. I feel like that's what you can expect next in love, is to be like showing PDA with someone, or, you know, to be like booed up all the time, or to be cuddled up with someone somewhere. That's really kind of what it's giving, is cozy vibes for some reason. Is what I want to say. Tell us more, Holy Spirit, for what the collective is attracting in love. The High Priestess peeked through. All right. There could be like spirituality could be relevant to the connection. Wow, we had the Knight of Cups that's coming out. All right, so what you're attracting next in love is someone who's very romantic. Queen of Wands. So you guys could tend to be a person who may be a little bit more like, you may not be the romantic type, or maybe you don't do displays of public affection, or maybe you're not the lovey-dovey type. I feel like what you're attracting next in love is someone who's more like the lovey-dovey type, or they will bring that out of you, because this will be a gentleman or a gentle, or, you know, a woman who is courteous, like a courteous woman, a gentleman, a courteous woman. Put the genders where they go. This is going to be someone who's going to woo you, or their display of affection towards you it'll be irresistible, and it'll be clear that this person has hard eyes for you, or they're infatuated with you. They really like you a lot. They're feeling you, and this person will show you this, okay? Because there is this energy of really desiring you. There is this energy of eagerness here, okay? It's kind of what I'm getting. That's where I was kind of getting that chase energy that keeps standing out to me. I feel like you have someone here who's very eager. Maybe even to please is what I'm getting. Hold on, coffee break, you guys. Just drop a big drop of coffee on my lap. Hold on, coffee break. But yes, eagerness. We have the Chariot too. Determination. What you're attracting next in love is someone who's passionate about you. It's going to build up over time, you know, but not passionate like sexual. I mean, of course, but that's not what I'm getting now. I'm not getting like passionate like sexual. I'm getting someone is going to be very serious about you. That's what you're attracting next in love. Is someone who's going to be very serious about you, collective. All right, we have the Moon card here. You're also attracting someone who will have like a lot of love for you, I feel like, but they won't have an issue displaying it. We have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This could be a person who may not be the type to verbally tell you how they feel, but you'll know how they feel about you because of what it is that they're doing for you, or how it is that they're treating you. You'll know that this person is very serious about you, okay? But there could be something here significant about a card though, okay? With the Chariot being at the center of your reading. Also feel like what you're attracting next in love is someone who may be like a deep person emotionally, okay? They may be like emotionally mature. This could be someone who's not afraid to go deep or be deep with a person, you know? They actually have the emotional capacity to do that. I just have one more place to pull for, and then we'll be done with your reading. All right. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. What is the collective attracting next in love? Okay. We have the Seven of Cups. That's so funny because I think I mentioned options earlier, and I said I know the Seven of Cups isn't here, but we have the Seven of Cups. with the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Give me one more for the Seven of Cups, Holy Spirit. I mean, if you are someone who has options, you have someone here who's, they're going to be at the top of your list just because, I don't know, this feels like someone who's going to be on your ass. They're going to be clocking your time. They're going to be reaching out to you. They're going to be, you know, trying to take you out on dates. They're going to be spending time with you. This person's not going to allow you to kind of like overlook them or push them to the side. Like, this is someone who won't go for that. And I don't feel like in a disrespectful way. I feel like this is a gentleman or it's a woman who's very courteous, you know. Give me one more for the 7 again. Another 7. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Wow. And the Empress is peeking through, okay, with the 8 of Pentacles. So what's next for you in love? It's like I said, if you are attracting multiple options, you're definitely going to have multiple people that want to invest in you. But there'll be someone here specifically who will be, and I feel like for those of you where you have multiple options, you could have multiple people, like all of their efforts and attention towards you will have you in this energy of feeling, you're no longer going to be feeling bored or stuck in your love life, or you're no longer going to be feeling like no one sees you or no one cares about you. Ain't nobody thinking about me. Like, you'll no longer be feeling that way. You're going to feel like the center of attention. You're going to feel desired. You're going to feel wanted. Whether you're a man or a woman, this is how your options will be having you feel, you know. You're going to be feeling like you are that guy or you are that girl. That's what you can expect next in love. For some of you, this is one person causing you to feel this way. For others of you, this is multiple people. Like I said before, just each one of them, you know, giving you their best treatment they have to offer to a potential partner will have you on cloud 9, you know, and you're still single, you know, with the 9 of Pentacles, you know, you're still single. No one has quite locked you down yet. It's kind of like what I'm getting. But I feel like what you're attracting next in love also is huge changes in your love life. I feel like for whatever the reason, this next season in love is going to be quite different for you. It could be some emotions that you could be feeling that you haven't quite felt before. Okay? But what I am getting here is, and what I am seeing is someone here having multiple options. It could be you, collective. It could be this other person that's coming towards you as well. And they could be deciding to invest in you. Or you could be deciding to invest in someone. Now, I know this part won't be for everyone. And I'm getting this again. For some of you guys, you are deciding to invest in a past connection. Like a past relationship that you, I didn't mean to say relationship. So it could be like someone you used to be in a relationship with that you may try again with. But it doesn't even have to be that. It could just be a past friend or someone you were getting to know. You guys could be like maybe giving this person another shot or giving them another chance here. But that won't be the case for all of you. This is like a brand new person. I feel like with the Page of Cups here, I feel like what you're attracting next in love is a soulmate who's going to like take your healing journey to the next level. Because I feel like quite a few of you guys have been healing from like toxic connections or connections that weren't the best. This is someone who's going to make you feel, or these options will make you feel like you did the right thing by leaving that relationship. You did the right thing by taking time to yourself to heal yourself. You did the right thing by spending time alone and focusing on you. You did the right thing by cultivating your independence and not being so quick to give your independence away, to be in a relationship with someone just so you can say that you're not alone, you know? I feel like this next season in your life is going to have you feeling grateful for yourself, for other people, and the love and the respect and the adoration that they are showing you. I want to clarify this 9 of Pentacles though. But huge changes are taking place. I feel like big decisions are going to be made. You have the the Judgment and the Knight of Swords. So someone could be doing something. And it will seem impulsive, but it's really not. And they are doing it quick. Like maybe they're doing it sooner than you would expect, whatever it is. Okay, it could be asking you out on a date sooner than you expected them to. It could be them asking for a commitment sooner than you expected them to. I don't know. It could be them saying, oh, you're at home chilling, can I come chill with you? It could be them saying this sooner than you expected it to. It's something about like changes happening here sooner than you expected. It'll seem quick, but really this person isn't coming from an imbalanced place or a place of impulsivity. It's like this person really is coming from a place of experience, and they are using their best judgment and the things that they've learned throughout their life about love regarding you. But I feel like what you're attracting next in love is someone who's sure about you, and someone who's really going to go to bat for you. Whoever this person is, this is someone who will go to bat for you. This is someone who will stand 10 toes down for you. That's what I'm getting. We got the High Priestess. She kind of peeked through earlier. And that's clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you guys are very independent. We have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Oh my God, I dropped like part of the deck and it was the Queen of Wands again. So yeah, some of you guys are extremely independent. Okay? You're extremely independent. You could be feisty too. You could be a feisty person, I feel like. All right, water signs could be significant here, and fire signs could be significant for you guys, and air. Okay? But let's see, like with the High Priestess here, I feel like it's very important for you guys to like maintain your sovereignty, to maintain autonomy over self, you know. That's very important for you. You know, this could be because of things that you experienced in your past. I feel like you guys are very strong leaders, and at times it can be difficult or challenging to like wrangle you in. I do feel like what you're attracting next in love has a lot to do about cars, because I wanted to say rev you up or something like that when I was just making this last statement. And the Chariot is at the center of the deck, and we have this motorcycle here too, and then we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you guys could be doing like a lot of short trips in the car with this next person or these next people that's coming into your life. These could be people that want to take you on like short trips, you know, or excursions. You guys take road trips in the car. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of that going on. We have the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, with the Strength. You guys are real strong. Real strong. I feel like that's the energy and the vibe that you're giving off right now. And I guess this is what you're attracting next in love, is someone who can handle you. Especially if you're like a woman. Even if you're a man too. Maybe you're just someone who's very, if you're a man, you could be a person who's like very focused on work. You know what I mean? You're very focused on that. Not too many people are going to be able to pull you away from that. You focused on your work here. And like if you're a woman, you're very independent. I don't even feel, you could be hyper independent. Okay, that doesn't have to be the case, and I'm not saying that with a negative undertone either. You guys know I'm pro femininity. But in all beings, not just women. I had a sensitive guy in the chat, you guys, like a week ago. I'm not laughing at this person, but there was a statement that I made. I mentioned that men come a dime a dozen. And this person made a comment in the chat and said, men are not a dime a dozen. I assume it was a man. Men are not a dime a dozen. Not me. I'm, you know, I don't know. They feel like they're rare or something like that, I guess. But I didn't mean it with a negative connotation to it. I just meant it like, I think with an abundant mindset. So if I stop messing with one person romantically, I automatically know I'm going to meet somebody else. Like, duh. Like, you know, like what you think you ain't know. Never meet nobody else because you left one option. So that's how I think. There's a multitude of options out here for me, for you. you know, for whoever feels that way. I guess if a person feels like they don't have a lot of options, that's how they feel. But for me, when I say things, I never mean to say things to hurt someone. I love men. I think, you know, we're all vital here in this thing called life, you know? So I didn't mean any harm, but I feel like sometimes people are too sensitive and they need to calm down. So I don't know. I just went ahead and shared that with you guys. Don't be so sensitive. Don't be getting offended by stuff I say. If you can easily get offended, then you may not need to follow, like, be on my channel. Because I be saying stuff sometimes. But it never comes from, like, a bad place. My goal is not to hurt anyone. I'm here to help, you know. But if people take it that way, it's really a reflection of how they think and not me. Because it's like, why are you thinking like that? Why is a person triggered? Because I said that men come a dime a dozen. If you're a man and you know that if you stop dealing with one woman, another woman's going to come, women come a dime a dozen. Like, whatever you're into, come a dime a dozen. Because you have options, honey. We all do. And it's not in a negative way or to slight someone or shoot them down. It's just a part of having an abundant mindset, you know. But anyway. But yeah, like as a woman, like you really could be a person. You could carry a lot of masculine energy, or you could be very balanced in your masculine and feminine energy. And it could be a challenge to kind of, like I was saying, wrangle you in, or to really try and get you into some sort of romantic partnership. You may not be wanting, and this is for both genders, you may not be wanting to just connect to just anyone. You could be being very specific right now because it looks like you're in a very leadership type mode. Some of you guys could be tarot readers too, or intuitives, okay? Very spiritual people. You don't even have to be intuitive or read tarot, but I usually say that when I see the High Priestess comes out. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys can have your own spiritual business. You don't have to. Or you could just be a spiritual baddie out here. You spiritual, but you look bad. You know what I mean? You look good, girl, boy. You know, you look good out here. And you're very independent. You take care of yourself. You're very solid. You're not counting on anybody else but yourself. You don't need nobody to guide you. You guide yourself. I don't know. You got somebody very specific coming in for you. And for my more dynamic people, you have like multiple people coming in very specific for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you'll have multiple people who want to invest in you. Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. It's going to be a lucky season in love for you. I feel like that's what you're attracting next in love. You're going to feel lucky. And you're attracting soulmates, you know, either a specific person or, like I said, multiple people. And maybe you'll find a viable option within those choices. But honey, they're going to get you out the house. That's what you're attracting next in love. They're going to get you out the house. Okay. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put their best foot forward with you. Okay. That's what you can know. They're going to be looking their bestest, wearing their bestest hair, having their bestest makeup. Okay. That's what you can expect next in love. Okay, collective. But that concludes your reading. Right? If the messages resonated with you, make sure you hit that like button. If you like my vibe, if you like the way I read energy, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. But collective, I got to go. I'll see you guys in the next one.